Yes guys, what's going on? Shuri here. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be looking at the best current pro FIFA 23 custom tactics. Jesus Christ, that was a long sentence. In this video, we're going to be looking at 4 different formations that all the pros are using in FIFA 23 right now, and get yourself more wins in FUT Champs, in division rivals, squad battles. Is anyone asked? Oh, and also, guys, this is the official YouTube return. So like I mentioned in the intro, guys, we're going to be going through 4 different formations here today. Starting us off, we've got a 4-2-3-1. Now, this is one of my formations that's slightly more defensive and one that I would switch to at the end of a game. So I won't take as much time to explain this one as other formations and explaining meta and reasons why we've picked certain formations. But I will quickly go through this, boys. We've got balance as the defensive style, 50 width, 60 depth. Build up, play balanced, chance creation, direct passing, which doesn't need any explanation. The little diagram there, I feel like I'm some sort of teacher trying to look at that. But that will be on every formation, which we'll get into a little bit later into the video. 50 width, 3 players in box, 1 corners, 1 free kicks. This is the formation, ladies and gents, where I'm literally just switching to it in order to completely close out a game. So into the instructions, ladies and gents, we've got get in behind on the striker and come back on defense. We've then got come back on defense on the cam, come back on defense on the left cam, come back on defense on the right cam. Starting to be a little bit of a theme here. And stay back while attacking on both of the CDMs along with cover center, right? We don't want the CDMs covering the wing. Get them in the center, nice and compact. And then on the fullbacks, ladies and gents, stay back while attacking on them both. Now, next up, ladies and gents, we have got the formation, of course, that has absolutely changed the scene this year. 4-3-2-1. Now, these right here are the tactics of the main man, FUT Ethan, who actually won the first qualifier of the year. So big shout out to the big man. So we've got 47 width here and 72 depth. Not too much to say about this, really. You could have it on 50 and 70. It's not the craziest of differences, obviously. Build up, play balanced, and chance creation, direct passing. Like I mentioned, direct passing, it became extremely meta last year, especially when the 4-1-2-1-2 came into its fruition. It just means your players become extremely available for an absolute bish bash bosh all throughout the pitch. Width 47, again, not too much difference to that, ladies and gents. Players in the box is on 6, corners on 3, and free kicks on 3 as well. Then into the player instructions, we have got stay central on the striker and also stay forward. On the left forward, we have got ourselves get in behind, stay central, and come back on defense. So this man acts as kind of more of a defensive player out of your 3 attackers here, which then makes the formation sort of switch into a different formation defensively, boys, if you understand what I'm saying. So that you're not just leaving 3-man forward, because this formation can be quite exposed if you don't have this man coming back on defense to help you out with the midfielders. So then on the right forward, we've got stay central and get in behind. Very similar to left forward. However, we've got ourselves stay forward on this player. Then between your 3 centre mids, we're going to have Yaya Toure and Hullet. The 2 in the centre mid being our absolute rocks here. So we've got stay back while attacking on Hullet and stay back while attacking on the middle one. Both players as well on cover centre. And then for the right centre midfielder, which is Zinedine Zidane in my team, we've got cover wing and balanced attack. So this is one that we want to get forward a little bit more, try and get involved in attacks. Maybe hit the odd local Trivella or something like that, ladies and gents, if you know what I'm saying. And then with the fullbacks, we've got stay back while attacking and overlap on the right side, and balanced attack and overlap on the left side. Now, it's up to you guys whether you want to have your right or your left back attacking for you. But my advice is to have one on stay back while attacking, one on balance, but then, of course, both on overlap, because that is what is so meta about the 4-3-2-1, right, guys? It's the fact that you have so many players bombing forward, and triggering runs is really important this year. So as much as my left back will just go forward on his own here, what I'll be doing is triggering my center mids. Using L1 is the way to do so. Literally just tap L1 facing any player, and your players will run forward, and it makes it an absolute nightmare for your opponents. Right, and into the next formation, ladies and gents, we have got the 4-2-2-2. Now, a very balanced formation that's worked in many, many FIFAs, and it still works extremely well to this day. Now, the width and depth is nothing to look into too much. I do obviously like it quite balanced, but like I mentioned before, the width always around 40 to 50 is absolutely sound for me with the defense. You don't want it too wide, and you certainly don't want your players too tucked in, or it just makes yourself so exposed on the wings. That's why I like it quite balanced here. And the depth, like I said once again, I personally like the depth being quite high so that you can get quite aggressive and press on your opponents. But the 42 and 62, you know, you can make it 40 and 60 or 50 and 70. It doesn't matter too much. Chance creation, again, direct passing. We've spoke about that enough. It's just really good for your attacking, quick attacking, and giving yourself many an option. Width 50 with the offensive tactic here. Players in box on 4, corners 2, and free kicks on 2 as well. I don't really have anything changed too much here, guys, other than cover center on both the CDMs, and then the fullbacks are both on stay back while attacking. Now, you could put these onto overlap as well. Like we mentioned, overlap works quite well, but when I'm in this 4-2-2 formation where I'm probably just trying to chill in the game for a little bit and feel my opponent out, I'm happy to just trigger the runs like I mentioned again with L1. And to finish off these custom tactics, we have got a brand new formation that pros are starting to sneak into their game a little bit, guys. And I'll be honest, I think it's one that within the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to see pros using a lot more, because some are already using it and finding it extremely meta. And we're going to get into some reasons why, of course, on the game FIFA 23, because we have got crazy metas going on at the moment. Defensive style balance, width 47, depth 72. Then we've got the build-up play balance, direct passing 47 for the width, players in box 6, corners 3, and free kicks 3. Now, these are the exact same as the 4-3-2-1. We're going to be getting the left back and the right back very, very far at the pitch, in this case being the left mid and right mid in this formation. But it's similar to the 4-3-2-1 in that you're getting fullbacks and width getting involved in the game. Now, this is literally the meta on FIFA 23 right now, is getting loads of players bombing up the pitch, like I mentioned previously, triggering runs for crosses, which I'll be honest, even just bog standard cross with square right now this year is absolutely out of this world. It doesn't make sense how good it is, ladies and gents. Not sure why I needed to break into accent there. But of course, with the first time through balls that we've got going on in this game at the moment, it makes it extremely meta to have so many players bombing forward. So you're looking at this formation and you're thinking, Jesus Christ, there's players all over the gaff. But that's where we get into the instructions, guys. So for example, first on the left mid and the right mid, we've got comeback on defense on both of them, right? So they're going to be kind of acting when you lose the ball as a left back and right back, which kind of turns it into a 5 back, which makes it extremely, extremely meta, because these are the kind of formations that blow your mind playing against them, because when you're going forward, it feels like they've got so many people back, but then when they're coming forward against you, it feels like they have got every player possible as an option, right? And that comes through the triggering of runs, of course, like I mentioned earlier in the video, which I really advise you guys to do using L1. That's one of my main tips at the moment, because that is what is crazy in this game. Now, the left mid get into the box for cross, and the same for the right mid get into the box for cross. We then have the striker on stay central and get in behind. Now, this is always really important, I think, to have your striker on stay central, get in behind. These are tactics that work really well in many, many different formations. The left forward we've got on stay central, and the right forward the exact same as stay central. Then on the 2 centre midfielders, guys, we've got stay back while attacking and cover centre. As I mentioned before, make sure to change your centre midfielders to cover centre. Do not leave them on cover wing, right? Because as soon as you leave your centre mids on cover wing, right, they're going to help you cover that wing, but stopping the pass into the striker is still such an important thing in pro meta FIFA, and will help you guys getting more wins in FUT Champions, in division rivals. Having your centre mids, being nice and locked in centre midfield. No changes to the centre backs, and then the keeper is going to be on comes for crosses and also sweeper keeper. They're the 4 formations I've got for you, ladies and gentlemen. 4-2-3-1 if you're trying to just close out a game and chill a little bit. Them tactics work extremely, extremely well, especially with the players on comeback on the fence. 4-3-2-1, it doesn't need too much more introduction. The way you can get forward with every player, like I mentioned with the left back and the right back, on overlap, triggering the runs, and the amount of options you just seem to have through midfield and attack is an absolute joke. 4-2-2, again, is a formation that is extremely meta, but maybe not as blistering in attack as these other two right here, but it's a good one to feel your opponent out in, and it's a very reliable formation, I would say. And then the 3-4-2-1 is one for you guys to try out if you've maybe already tried out the 4-3-2-1, right? That's when I'd say give the 3-4-2-1 a go. As much as it kind of acts as a 5 back, when you have got that left mid and right mid going forward and you lose the ball quickly, you might be quite exposed at the back. So just be ready for that when using it. But yeah, guys, that will be the end of the Pro Custom Tactics. These are the best 4 formations to use on FIFA 23 right now. And let me know in the comments down below if you guys end up using them and what you find to be helpful, etc. Like I mentioned before, the 4-3-2-1 and 3-4-2-1 are both extremely good formations to give a go, and I would highly, highly advise it. We are well and truly back on the YouTube grind here, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm looking forward to getting everything going again. And finally, the last time I'm going to say that, and it's actually going to be true this time. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.